working alongside Scott. Would you like
Hey
to
everybody.
accomplish service for 211?
I'm actually
For flight
hold on a second.
1152, here gate 67.
That's my flight. So
Our boarding time is B1025.
so we board in
Also, would you like to remind you of
like
carry
5
on
minutes.
baggage policy?
but I haven't got my
Customers
ticket
boarding
yet. So
124, may bring
Hold on a
on board one carry-on bag, one personal item.
anyway,
Passengers boarding group 5 may bring on board one personal
I was trying to
item
make this
only,
wait until
such
this
as
guy
a
went
purse
by,
or
but he's still
briefcase,
talking, so I'm going
and
to talk.
that needs to fit in
I'm
the
headed to
the seal
Atlanta.
in front of you.
I'll make a follow-up
If you
on
have
this
a
thing.
carry-on bag and board
I
group
intended to
5,
do a
please
live
come to
stream
assist the
earlier and didn't because
Also, if you
it's
have
been
a
a
disability
busy week.
device,
Okay, really
strollers
busy.
or car seats, please come to check
The
on
bottom
those
line
for you.
is, and I'm going to repeat this when he's done, but the bottom line is the Raiders don't have a home for next year, okay? The Coliseum Joint Powers Authority meeting was this morning. I got a call from Executive Director Scott McKibben. He told me that, as much as I can tell you, that the Raiders, he's met with the Raiders this week, as recently as the previous evening. Oakland Raiders President Mark Bedane, in particular, does not want to sign a
Also, I
lease
need to remove any lithium
second.
batteries, electronic
Without,
cigarettes, or personal vaporizers from your bag since they
without
are
a
perfectly
proviso
coverable.
that says
Also, if you have a smart bag,
no
please
lawsuit.
remove the beverage from the bag.
no lawsuit, okay? So in other words, what they want,
Thank
the
you.
Raiders want assurances. I'll repeat this, the Raiders want assurances that they're not going to get sued by the city of Oakland. And right now that's not happening. The way the board meeting went down is that, hey, everybody, welcome to Zenny 62 on YouTube. The way the board meeting went down this morning is that, look, the city wants to sue. The city has already given, the city council has already given the city attorney the right to pursue the lawsuit. That ship sailed months ago, back in July, okay? It was kept very quiet. For the most part, the city attorney's office has done an excellent job of keeping this really, really quiet. It's between the city attorney and Jim Quinn in New York and his band of lawyer colleagues. Okay?
Passenger Sylvia if you are in the same area, please raise your hand.
They may call my name, and they call my name when I
And
can
also
up
paging Sally and Peters, if you are in the same area, please raise your hand.
So going
Thank
to,
you.
anyway,
I see it. And also now, Van,
right
if you
now,
are in the same area, please raise your hand.
nope, not here. Anyway, the bottom line is this is a big mess. The Raiders have until December to get this done. Okay. Hey, Fred Walker, how you doing? Fred Walker asks, how do the county feel because it can be a countersuit? Fred, I don't understand your question there. Hey, how you doing, man? Are you saying that the county of Alameda would countersue with respect to the city to Oakland? They're not going to do that. The county has basically given the city of Oakland a full path to do what it wants to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to flight 1152 to Atlanta, here gate 67.
The choice is this, all right? It's like this.
Please let us know.
Vincent, this has got nothing to do with the damn name, okay? And my point is, Cleveland, here's one thing I want you all to understand, okay? And Vincent, I don't even know if really Vincent or if it's just some,
if you check your bag, please make sure
but my whole point is this, all right?
Anything you're gonna
get that out of your head.
Need in flights such as
I don't care if somebody in the media repeats it, all right? Correct them. It has to do with, the question is, first of all, we're not suing for the name. In terms of what the damages are the subject of the lawsuit. Was there a lack of good faith bargaining? That has to be proven. So study that. That's what kind of shape this is going to take. This is not going to take the kind of Cleveland issue.
So you're going to do a
whoever
process through line
whoever
1 and 2. Line 3, 4, 5.
Hey, John Akala, how are you?
Right. Your groups being called.
Well, my point is that whoever
when you call your group, please make sure you board
brought this up. I think it was Jim Selinsky. It's a PR guy originally. It was a terrible and ridiculous point to present. There are people who may want that, but it has nothing to do with a lawsuit at all. The lawsuit is about lack of good faith dealing. It's got nothing to do with the name. So get that out of your head. Sorry to just disappoint you, but I keep telling people and they keep bringing it up. Malcontent, hey Malcontent, he says the Raiders LP need to realize they won't always get what they want. At this point, there's more to be gained by fighting for the team owns the city. Yeah, well, that's the whole point is monetary damages. All right, monetary damages is the point. What you're talking about in terms of the team name and fairness comes up in settlement. They have to win the case first, okay? Cleveland and the whole name issue with Cleveland came up in a way where it never went to court. So there's this idea that they went to court and the judge said, oh, you do this. That didn't happen. Okay, Art Modell he was willing to just part ways with the Browns image, if you will, and start the Baltimore Ravens, okay?
Paging elected by passengers.
Here we go.
YUN, family of two.
1 second. I may have to bolt up here real quick. Hold on a second.
And also
Abraham?
Shomara Samudio.
Okay. No. All right. Hey, John says, what do you think is the most likely scenario if the Raiders don't play in Oakland in 2019? The most likely scenario is they play in Oakland in 2019. And
again, paging.
That would be. I can't actually see them. It's not going to be Las Vegas. All right. That's not happening.
Kyle Payton.
It's not happening until the stadium is ready.
Gary Crook.
Hold on a second.
Would you like to welcome all passengers with disabilities to report this time?
Anyway, my point is, it's not going to happen. Mile High Raider, Maha says Oakland can make a team and call them the original. Well, whatever. My whole point is that, in terms of the question of where they're going to play next year, the Raiders are going to do what the Raiders have done all year long. They're going to drag this out to the bitter end, and unless the NFL gives them some sort of reprieve, like monetarily, and says, hey, here's some money to play someplace else. I don't know what that would be. The Coliseum is still their best bet, all right? Fred Walker says it'll be, well, all right, Fred, here's the thing with Levi. Levi's going to cost the Raiders at least $14 million. And that's basically half their net operating income from last year, okay? So why pay that just to prove a point? It's stupid. The Raiders played in the Coliseum under a bunch of lawsuits in the past. There's no reason why they can't do it this time. So what they're doing, I personally think, is mismanagement. But the Raiders have been arguably mismanaged for much of the past 3 years at least, 4 years. So I'm just putting it out there, okay? Vincent says, so if the Raiders are found guilty, will the Raiders be forced to stay in Oakland? In terms of a settlement, no. As I see it, I can't see a settlement. No, because the Raiders have, one thing you have to understand, the Raiders have contractual obligations in Vegas. There will be a slew of lawsuits. You see the things going up there, right? There'll be more lawsuits than you could shake a stick at. You think we've got lawsuits coming down with, Trans-Bay Transit Center over here? Forget it. Fred Walker says, but NFL could step in and Niners could give them a reason. And ask the Niners. Well, no, Fred, that's not how it works. The NFL doesn't ask, all right? The owners run the NFL. The NFL doesn't run the owners. So the question is, with Jed wants some payment. He's not going to just say charitably, oh, here's my stadium. So don't even get that in your head. I don't know where you get that stuff from.
Would you like to come out global services
but,
board this time?
I know you didn't get it from Bidet.
1K members.
Okay, I know that. So my point is, don't even think that's going to happen at all. I mean, at all. All right. Now, the only way the Raiders would go to Levi is if the NFL paid them. But if the Raiders go to Levi, I'm telling you, that would be the kiss of death for the fan base.
Now, would you like to welcome
Period.
one to board this time?
People just wouldn't go down as much to Levi as they would the Coliseum. There'll be people saying, well, why can't you do that? Okay. Mahai says if they can't find out where to play, I wonder if Mexico City would be an option to save Mexico City. Why? I mean, this is because, Vincent says, do you think that the Oakland get an expansion team? The market is great here. Now, Vincent, that is an outstanding question. Here's a problem. I don't know if you saw the video interview that I did with Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf, but she said that prior to the video, I said, Libby, asked her, did you call Commissioner Goodell? And she laughed. I said, and I turned it to, you should call Roger Goodell. And she just kind of gave me look like she had eaten some prunes. We haven't done anything to smooth the path for us to get an expansion team on the part of the mayor of Oakland. She said, let's talk baseball. I mean, okay. So it's this, and it's sad. I hate to it's sad. I hate to just put that out there, but I have to. The market is great here. It is outstanding. It's going to get better once we get these rents down. You know what I mean? Fred Walker called it. Fred Walker just wrote, it's an ego problem. Yeah, it is. John O'Connell says, do you think more than likely Vegas Stadium won't be ready for play until 2021? I think that because it's not going to be ready by the beginning of the NFL 2020 season. There's a 3-month move-in date. Okay, and the key to determining where the stadium is at is how it looks by Christmas Eve. If by Christmas Eve the stadium in actual structure looks the way it was supposed to look in its model, in terms of where we're supposed to be in terms of completion, then they're on schedule. If pieces are missing, then they're behind. That's because I have a photograph of that. They haven't been, putting this stuff out there. So, looks like standby list. Looks like they have my name. Hold on a second. Let me go up. I'll be right back, folks. I'll be right back.
Now, would you like to welcome Group 3 to board this time? Please come to the green lane. Thank you.
Lee, NOG, Lee, dial 62424 on a courtesy telephone for an urgent message, please.
Center invites all active traveling members of the military, Reserve Guard.
All right, guys, I got my seat. All right, there's 20 of you. Hey, everybody. Now, as far as the Ranger Stadium and the Vegas issue, It will be, you know what? I better get on this flight.
How would you like to welcome Group 4 to board this time? Group 4?
Yeah, I'm going to get on this flight. Hey, folks, you know what? I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, okay? We'll pick this up. This is very important. Okay? All right. I'll see you guys. Unless I can live stream on the plane. I'll see you. All right. See ya.